Hello traders, and welcome to this Bitcoin tradings video. In today's video I would like to go over Tradinglite. 80% of my decisions are affected from Tradinglite. You will see very good situation we had for the past few hours. I mean for the past 12 hours or past 16. This is fractal situation, so if you learn to recognize it in the future, you will be able to trade it same way as me, and you will be able to stay patiently in shorts when we see such a change in order books. This is also a good example video. Like some people are telling you need just price action and technical analysis. Yeah, sure, buddy. It's gonna show you if you are trying to long like drop from 65,800 down to 63,000. You would be getting destroyed because you will be fighting hundreds of millions on a short side seller. Like one whale was pushing this market to the downside. So you really need to learn out of this situation. Tradinglite is just too powerful. Is essential and must be in your trading arsenal. Also, we can start with a bit of context and then we can focus on this Tradinglite. So very quick words. I'll be also showing a bit of Discord posts. Bitcoin was pushing heavily to the upside since Friday, actually since Thursday. And we then started to go into the nice consolidation weekend. Like a lot of lows were created, a lot of weak lows were created on the weekend to the upside, weak highs as well. Before we started the weekend, we actually cleared highs and we filled a lot of decent walls to the upside. Let me zoom in here. We can turn off the candle so you see. Look at that. A lot of passive market participants got their orders filled. One wall filled. You can even zoom in to see how much was filled. Everything was filled. Another big wall was getting protecting that. So you see, passive hand in the market is always stronger than active market participants. Most of the time, they got absorbed, exhausted. In the end, moved to the downside. It was also swing failure pattern out of the weekend liquidity from the short side. And you can also zoom out as we were pushing to the upside. You can also see like very big walls were getting filled also to the upside, especially in this area. I would say above 65,000, very thick walls were getting filled, and in the end exhausted the market. So even like this reaction here, we predicted like at least we will go into the range because so many orders got filled, and also another like 2 times more shorts were also waiting for the fill. So some of them, you can also see some walls were cancelled and market started go immediately down. So I expect some of those walls pulled orders and they got with the market orders. Yeah, so you got a lot of pressure in the market. This is start of the swing trade resistance. You will see that from me. You will see that area over here. So first we were trading this trade area for intraday shorts. We've got 2 of them, decent reactions. But once market started go beyond 66,000, this is my trade swing area. People and traders in the group know about it for a long time. Of course, you cannot just like you go into the area, you start shorting here, and you build one massive swing position. This is not how it works. You need intraday, you need scalping and day trade skills to actually pull this position. So here you're still getting position as a scalper, day trader. You are utilizing all those skills to get, but you also know you want to build much larger short out of here, this area, because potential out of this area is swing. So you can actually expect 5 to 30% move from this area. Okay, that's massive difference, and we already look at that. So we went from 66 already to 63,000. So it's $3,000 drop. This was expected, and I said in the group 66,500 is most like is resistance, and then 67k was giving precise levels. And look at that, we hit this to almost $3. So beautiful. This was expected. Few more trades expected of this in the future when you retest this. Let's return back. So you see a lot of traders already filling those positions. And now let's go with the Discord posts, and you will see the Tradinglite will be dominating a lot. Yes. Because this was like decisions. So you see market took liquidity to the upside, did swing failure pattern, filled some nice walls I was showing you. Now market is over here. Do you you actually want to long here when so many people went long in front of you and like all their stop losses are waiting here? Do you want to do that or not? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lows to be taken and fixed. Bitcoin is all about pain and all about liquidity grabs and all about fixing the highs and lows. So you really need to be patient here. You really need to be, because this is now getting very dangerous. It was already dangerous here, and this is now getting even more dangerous for you. So I was expecting we will move to the downside, and look who started participating. Now this is the fractal scenario. If you learn this situation in the future, you will be able to pull same trade as me, and you will be able to recognize you don't want to long and against such entity. So we are seeing market is starting to go for that liquidity, and I'm saying now large pressure walls, each over 550 bitcoins, trying to ensure us we will reach a weekend longs liquidity below us. So the whale show up. This is not ordinary 1 to 200 bitcoin walls we see on perpetuals. 500 bitcoin walls, each is like 35 million. Remember the context. This is the Asia session. Very like Asia and New York, Asia and London, they have low volumes. Okay, overall there was very low volumes in the market, so such big walls can easily send this market to the downside just on spoofing, or if they are real, you don't even need to know that. All you need to know, there will be massive pressure to the downside, yes, out of this situation. So you can see I was hitting some take profits on day trade account. This was set for a long time. I was not trading on Friday, but I gave traders resistance at 66,500 because I'm not breaking my rules. I had some drinks on Friday, so I know trading, but on the weekend I built some shorts, and also I took a very new short as market started falling. You will see that very soon. Let's go further to the downside. By the way, you see these people are very these people are not aware of what I was explaining just in this post. They were actually longing here in these regions before we actually took out those lows. You see what happened. Now we start to go for the liquidity. These people are immediately getting destroyed. You don't want to do that, and you don't want to be this person here. You don't want to do that. You actually add to your shorts, for example. We went over this. I'm also outlining areas because market clearly look at that. So we started fixing all those lows. I was hitting some day trade take profit, and I also took a new short. Where is that short? It will be a bit lower on the retest. Yes, over here I took short. Yes, this one. You see now how market bounces out of the first liquidity grab. This was actually also this is pretty common in trading when you bounce out of the liquidity node, because whales are placing orders at the end of the liquidity node, so they try to absorb, and you got that nice bounce. This is like a mean reversion, just very small time frames. But you see, one of our traders was taking long, but he was also right for this scalp. But I took short with the wall, and I will be showing you that in Tradinglite. I'm also marking for myself areas of interest from the order books where I see more orders. And I'm also aware there are some very small iceberg orders in here which should stop down and fall a bit. So let's go. This was the situation. This is, by the way, where I was taking the short with the Exocharts as well. I'll be showing you that in the Tradinglite now. So now we will focus more on Tradinglite. So we are falling for the liquidity. Maybe I can mark you the lows. So you see also over here. So you see very clearly what this was and where I was trying to do. So this is the final low. When we zoom out, I think yes. Actually, we can also watch this page as well. So this is the most aggressive long. This is weekend long. Stop losses will be below. And there was another one. Look at that. Look at that accelerated move to the downside. Now, as we are falling and bleeding for this, these walls started to show up. This was 240, I think, wall, and now we are still seeing 500 Bitcoin walls showing up. So 574 and 522 each is like 35 million. That's very big size. Remember the context. This is Asia with low volumes. So these walls were ensuring we will take stop losses from weekend longs. Now we are getting retest. Look at that. So before you actually get to the walls, you don't know if they are spoofers or not. But this field told me this entity, this is very likely one big whale or just big fund or whatever. This was showing me he has real intention to push this market down because he's filling the wall. Yeah, so 376 filled on a first touch. We need to turn off the candles. 68 further. So like 400 Bitcoins got filled. But market got exhausted already on this one wall, so there was not enough volume to push it to the higher wall to take it out. That would be also signs of strength, like when you actually start pushing, eat this wall as well, and go beyond and start changing market structure. Never happened. So people were shorting over here. They also placed stop losses beyond this wall, so it's protecting them. I was doing the same. And this was really good reversal setup in the Exocharts. So, but I will not go over that. I just want to focus on Tradinglite. So you see now market took this liquidity after we failed actually except to previous range. Now I'll be deleting these lines so they are not haunting here. And you see how we started falling down. Swing failure pattern also failed. And you see the entity is still adding more pressure into the market. Look at that. So another wall was added, filled. This is maybe other entity, I don't know, but these walls are still chasing price to the downside. Again, 500. Look at that. Yeah, market unable to generate volume to breach here. This was clearly putting boundary on the price once, two times, not enough volume in the market. And all those people who were longing Thursday, Friday, and over the weekend are start to close. They see the big entities chasing. This is the setup. Yeah. Do you actually want to touch long when someone is putting 1,000 to 2,000 Bitcoin pressure walls on you? Zero chance I would touch longs. And I said same in the group. And also you see I took this short here. Yeah. Now let's see how I was managing it. Yeah. I said we don't need to know who is doing it, but how to trade it and what will be the impact. Helping to reach take profit one. I was taking take profit one in these regions on the recent chart to be risk free and have guaranteed profit, and then I let it run to the downside. I will be showing you full trade management soon with the screenshot. I was also posting massive orders were getting filled on upside. We went over that. More pressure to the downside. Yeah, look at that. So it's very clear you don't want to long against such positions. It's suicide. Yeah. Do you want to trade? Now I ask you, do you want to trade without Tradinglite? You can't. You can't, because if you are expecting you will hold some 5-minute order block here or some market structures supply, and you will be longing against 2,000 Bitcoin whale, suicide. I'm also I'm also stating very obvious here why market is moving so easily to the downside. So of course you build main volume here, you fail to stay in the range here. Market might try to craft a larger range out of this high volume node. Oftentimes we see that it's like fractal situation, like you use the market structures from previous range to craft larger range here and bounce, but this failed actually, and we only went for the major node. This actually I think we've got not failed, we actually got a scalp. Look at the plan here. So this is not a bit of a trading line, but my plan. So volume support below us is at 64 400 to watch. Possible scalp entry depending on the reaction. Let's go to the charts. This is now showing you the power of my planning. Let me turn off this. Let's go to 64 500 on 1 minute chart. 64 400 over here. So you got this scalp I was posting you. This was, but not so strong reaction, 0.40%. This was scalp, but pretty hard to earn actually for really good reward ratio. So this was not ideal scalp you seek for. Also the reaction was not ideal, but I also pointed out what is going to be main intraday support for today. Okay, so look at that. So followed by previous range friendly retest starting with 63,500 down to 63,100. This is like $400 box, where, because you see high volume nodes here, main point of control of the previous 7-day range. Yeah, so you need to view it as a box. We can see why we are moving. That's I also explained. We are moving because it's low volume node. Look at that price found support. We need to go to 50-minute time frame. I will be doing updates to my charts today, so it's a bit messy. It's work in progress, but I just want to show you what was the main bounce. So you see, we in the end found the really good support at 7-day point of control. This trade already is taking multiple hours, so it's like intraday bounce. It's not just scalp, and it already gave you, this was high probability trade for the bounce. It already gave you 1.5%. That's excellent. That's 1.5% for Bitcoin, like to pull out of one trade and more is really great for the Bitcoin. It's already fantastic. It's much better than 0.40% here. So you are getting that easy bounce, yes. And let me show you further posts. So look at that. So we are bleeding, and new walls are popping up. Yeah? Again, same entity. He moved walls from here down lower. So he wants to either pressure this market massively, or he's chasing to be filled. Probably you don't know what's his intention, but could be long from 57,000. And he wants to be filled without fees, yes. Or his new entity, he built a lot of shorts higher and he's now pressuring market to the downside. You don't need to know that. All you need to know, there is very little chance you actually start filling these walls during Asia, when New York is sleeping, when New York is eating weekend dinner, when Europe is sleeping and everybody from Friday, Thursday and weekend are getting happily stopped out. Yeah, and this entity is pressuring. Look at the Fed order books here, massive pressure here. We can have a look back on Tradinglite how it looked like. Yeah, so let's go. So big walls pressuring market. I don't want to touch longs. I said in the group somewhere in my post, I said I'm not touching any longs. I'm happily in day trade short, and I'm also still in that scalp short that I was actually aggressively adding to the downside. I'll be showing you that trade management. Look at that. So here is my scalp short. This is very specific situation when you can chase the market with the trail stop loss and you will be doubling your profit. So look at that. Scalp short started here. I was adding with the first walls, pressuring market. Take profit one taken to be risk free, and also guaranteed myself if market returns to my entry, I will have a profitable trade. So that was secured. Now more walls were added. I was also adding with the market, aggressively pushing myself down. This adding can be done with the with on Bybit or on other normal exchanges, not on prop from accounts where you open new positions. So I was adding, I lowered myself very likely somewhere here, but I got still protected by these new pressure walls I was showing you. So very aggressive adding, another take profit hit, and market, look at that, continues to the downside. Another add as we were pushing beyond another liquidity, and take profit 3 is hit, scalp is closed. I then went, I was not trading. After that, I was more of a sleeping. So I went for sleep. Otherwise, I would very likely hold part of this scalp short, which started as a scalp, but it could be intraday, for lower targets for the 63,000, but 64,400 was target I was giving myself. So I'm out, 1.5% move in the pocket, double profit because of the aggressive adding. You also need to know how to manage such trades. So if you add, the more you add, you lower yourself on the marketplace. So you can utilize the new walls as to protect your entry. If market comes to your entry, you can literally close at your entry to not sacrifice any of your profit. Or you can have a stop loss behind the market structure, and another walls is up to you how you manage this. But I would very likely close, as I was super aggressive and my entry was in the end somewhere here. I would not let market to come and touch my entry. I don't think we in the end did. So in aggressive impulsive moves, sometimes you are very aggressive as well, especially on scalper account. Day trade account had only smaller minor add on the breakdown, and it's much safer, much higher, and also plan to keep this position for much longer, right? So here I was already sleeping, so there was no posts. Let me show you what happened after. So these walls are pressuring. You see market, so this was the 64,400 bounce. You see market still went further down, and look at that pressure. Still, you can even see them here. How much was in total the walls? 700, 500, 500, 500, 500, 500. That's crazy, you know. I don't think it's very likely you will breach such walls. And is again entity showing you he is real. He is getting filled. So again, big wall filled. Again, another massive wall filled. And already the buyers locally are exhausted from such fills. So for example, scalp here was super easy for you. You are still getting protected by the walls, so you could be snacking on very easy profit. The walls are now getting pulled. That's an interesting situation, but market is still unable to go into the walls, and here is the order book resistance. It could be the entity was entering new shorts. Look at that, also open interest was increasing on the way to the downside, so some of the walls definitely got pulled, and maybe they went in with the market orders. But I was seeing a lot of retail traders, they were longing the drop from 65 before, since the liquidity, and down to these moves. They were longing $2,000 Bitcoin drop. Is it 2065? 1600 Bitcoin drop. We went with Tradingdifferent, you would not be fighting market in such a well. So this is showing you the power of the market. Now there was another bleed into our main support area, and you know, markets got really decent reaction. You still, for example, need to go beyond 64,300. We have some shorts in this area to actually squeeze the market. So far it failed, so shorts are protecting their entries, yes, and we also have some trap longs in this area, so they are already acting as an order flow resistance. You can see all that in Exocharts. You can, for example, go into this section. We will turn off rect, and we can see that over here. So the shorts are a bit, actually shorts are a bit lower. Like you want to go beyond this point so you can squeeze the shorts, but you still have trap longs in this area, so they are getting front run. So first they need to get untrapped, and then you can actually squeeze the shorts, but you need to go beyond these areas. So far didn't happen. Yeah. Another thing we were witnessing, so now the opposite thing happened, and that was again very helpful for your trade. So if you are longing the 7-day point of control, you are seeing the order book started to change. A lot of buyers are actually accumulating here. Oof, that's a big drop. So a lot of demand is coming here in these areas, from 63,000 to 62,500. You will pay attention to that. And as market was pushing to the upside, the entity was spoofing again. Maybe he was just spoofing to the upside to fill his own walls, hard to tell, but he was affecting markets. 1, 2, 3, 4 new 500 Bitcoin walls placed on the market, and market immediately reacts to the upside. Some shorts are taking profit, some longs are coming. If you were long from the 7-day epoch, this pressure and this support is helping you to push market to higher levels too. But you really need to also take some profits in this, because you are retesting these previous longs as well. You see now walls are pulled. Look what is market doing. Some walls are pulled. Some iceberg orders are getting set. I'm seeing them already. And market is a bit, losing the gains because it lost this support. And now it's very likely seeking another support in this area. So yeah, the walls were crucial to stay here. And it's just showing the market. It was more of a spoofing. And I believe this is same entity. Like, again, 500 Bitcoin walls. So many of them. And again, same size here. So we will see what's going to happen in the future, if he actually shows the walls again or not. Maybe he just pulled the orders and he wants to enter with the market orders. This is also possible. But the main direction of the entity was to the downside, so I think his intentions are still to the downside. This was maybe just to spoof market up so we can load more shorts. We will see. So I hope this video was useful on Tradingdifferent. You see how it prevented me to long this massive drop when so many walls were pushing, how it made my scalp short very juicy when I was aggressively adding, and how it made me patiently short out of this weekend short. See, these walls were protecting my entry and also pushing market to the downside. Absolutely beauty. If you don't have Tradingdifferent, if it's expensive for you, just wait for the Black Friday. It's going to be here in 2 months, and buy it for 6 months or 1 year, and you will not regret. Trading will not be same as soon as you start using Tradingdifferent. It's a fantastic tool. I don't even use it to the full potential, and it's already fantastic, yeah. Because there is a lot more you can set up in Tradingdifferent, but this is all actually what I need for my trading. All I need, and everything is going well. Thank you for watching, traders. If you like this video, just give it a like and subscribe, and more videos will follow. I will do charting today, and very likely new scenarios video will come tomorrow or on a Wednesday, so we can see I want to see how the new quarter inflows are. What are they doing to Bitcoin? Because we are entering into the strongest part of the year for Bitcoin and equities in terms of inflows. Those last 3 quarters used to be really good in the past, so we will see if it plays again. Today is also last words on the Bitcoin without anything on chart. Today is last day of quarter. And Bitcoin loves to, like, you have asset which is performing really well, especially recently since Sunday, 7th of September, we went from 52,000 to 66,000. If large entities, funds, and whatever entities they were in longs, and now they need to square out some profits in the books to close the quarter. They are looking to take profits. It already started on Friday, and today is the last day for the positioning. So I was saying in Friday I'm expecting volatility. Another factor why Bitcoin is doing pullback is definitely some people were longing Bitcoin because they were expecting Binance CEO will pump the markets. So they were doing pre-pump out of that. Also, of course, this was also technical because after 7 days in the upside range, you were breaking to the upside. So this was a logical, culmination. But yes, there was definitely some hype in the market on the Binance CEO getting out of prison, and these people are getting front run. I mean, these people are getting round trip. So this is another factor you need to consider. And another final factor I think is coming from macro. The Nikkei, like Japan, like China is going on 1 week holiday, so gold is already losing the beat. We know how correlated is gold and Bitcoin together. Now you will see how strong is the gold market without China. I ran I ran swing shot on gold just on these macro out developments. I want to see much larger downside move on gold without China. They are pushing market to the upside, and look at the Nikkei. So the Nikkei, this was really massive reaction to the downside, like big moves, 5% almost in Japan. So this is also creating some risk of environment for Bitcoin and gold and crypto overall. So this is another factor, just a lot of profit taking. So thanks guys for watching, and stay tuned for my another video. Bye.